Hello, everyone. Welcome back. One more look inside the book, or look inside the comic book. In this case, I brought you today this little beauty that I received this morning. Is the Amazing Spider-Man David Michelinie and Todd McFarlane Omnibus. This is a sweet book. This is a compilation of all the work done in Amazing Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane and Dave Michelinie, or at least these two guys together. I don't know if Dave Michelinie did anything with somebody else, but anyways. It has 34 books, 28, 30, 34 books inside. Let's look at this. Let's look what it has here. See if the autofocus works. Come on, maybe not. It's from 296, I believe, up until 309. Actually, here it says here. What a dummy here. 296 to 329. And includes some material for Spectacular Spider-Man Annual 10. I don't know what that means, but this is a huge book. I pre-ordered this book the moment that I know it was gonna come out. I think back in July. I think it was July or August when I pre-ordered this book as soon as I saw it in Amazon. Great book. Todd McFarlane, obviously one of the best artists from Spider-Man. I hope you can hear me. My forehead is just kicking. It's getting a little bit chill here, so the forehead has been working on. So yeah, I think Todd McFarlane is probably my third best favorite penciler of Spider-Man. Obviously, Steve Ditko is number one. John Romita is senior is number two, and Todd McFarlane it's right there at number three. If you look between the modern era, he will be probably the number one. I mean, I think he started in the modern era, I guess, of Spider-Man, if you want to call it like that. It was Todd McFarlane, then came out Eric Larson, then came out Mark Bagley, which I also like a lot. So when I heard that this is a compilation, I mean, I own all the books of Amazing Spider-Man, but this is a beauty. This is just fantastic. It's an absolute and fantastic. Look at that, 112, almost 1,000 pages of just beautiness. This is crazy. I love this. I mean, yeah, this couple of books, yeah, okay, it looks like this first two books, it was Dave Michelinie, 296 and 297, yeah, because I thought 298 was the first book by Todd McFarlane, so Alex Saviuk did 296. It's just like any other omnibus. This is beautiful, the colors are amazing. I'm in lately 297 now here with Alex Saviuk, and then after that is just Todd McFarlane. I mean, this is just a beauty. This is an absolute work. Anybody who loves Todd McFarlane, this book is probably the place to go. I'm sure there are other trade paperbacks and other books where his work was compilated, probably anything related to Venom, obviously. This is the first Todd McFarlane Amazing Spider-Man book, and this is the first cameo of Venom. At the end, I believe, he did 1-page cameo and 298 and then 299. There we go. So this is the first cameo of Venom, if you want to call it, I guess. And then here it did. This was the second one at the end when we actually see Venom. As you can see, I don't know, this first idea of Venom, yeah, nothing like what it is right now. I mean, obviously, Eric Larson changed it incredibly, especially the mouth and the tongue, which I never really liked it too much how he did it. I mean, after that, then Mark Bagley, I think, kind of like stylized it a little bit. It was, the tongue was still there, but it wasn't like crazy like how Eric Larson did it, which that's what I like. I'm not a fan. I'm not an absolute fan of Eric Larson's Venom, but this book is really insane. It's really amazing. Absolutely a jewel when it comes to the Omnibus. Not cheap, certainly, but I think it's worth it. I mean, having 34 books here, pristine format, it just makes it amazing. And then pretty much all the or majority of the Spider-Man books. I mean, obviously there's the Spider-Man run that Todd McFarlane did under the Spider-Man title, but there weren't that many. I think he stopped it at what, number 13? I think. So there weren't that many, not compared with his working Amazing Spider-Man. I remember this cover, an absolute beauty. I remember when I first got it. I love this book. I love how they did the homage. Can I found the 300 page? Where is it? Is it here? Yeah, I know. I love how here was it 300 with the black, and then next number 301, the white with the Spider-Man and the his regular costume. I just love it. This, I remember when I got this, I put my copy of 300 and 301 1-to-1, and then I'm like, yeah, this just looks amazing. I remember, I think this comic book was one of the first Amazing Spider-Man books that I ever got when I was back in Mexico, and I was just buying the reprints that came out of Mexico. At that time, I wasn't buying too many of the American comics or the comics that came out in the US. I was just buying the reprints, and the Mexican comics. Throughout the years, their sizes change. I wish I will have them. Unfortunately, I lost all of my Mexican comic book collection when I got that flooded back in Mexico all those years back when I lost my collection. So I wish I could have them. A good friend of mine found some books that he was able to get, but I lost them all, and I have all my Todd McFarlane books that I have from the Mexican format. I basically took it into a imprint and made them all together in like books. They were just amazing, but I lost them, and they were oversized books. They weren't your regular comic book size. They were oversized, almost like an A4 page, like the size of an A4, maybe. But they were amazing. And this Amazing Spider-Man 300, when it came in the reprint, I don't think it was a 300 number, because in Mexico they changed the numbering. They were mixing up all the titles. They came out with some numbers from Amazing Spider-Man, some other numbers from Web Spider-Man, some others from Spectacular. They will mix and match in just the one title. But yeah, I remember this book. It was one of my first Amazing or Spider-Man books that I got when I started to get a little bit more serious. Obviously, I got some Spider-Man books when I was a kid, but when I really got serious into collecting, I remember getting this book, and oh my god, I was amazed by it. It was just insane. I really, really love it. I don't recall seeing this one. I don't recall seeing this one. Most likely it came out in Mexico, but I don't recall seeing this one. It really fades from my mind. So when I was able to get it, it was just amazing. I mean, just this book, all these stories. I mean, certainly if you own the comic books, spending your money in a book like this may be too much. But I found that now these books, not only they are of a great quality, pristine format, and it comes with a price tag. But anyways, but it's also easy to get your hands as I mean, I'm not gonna go out and bring out 31 comic books from my collection just to start reading. So this makes it very easy to jump in and read. And once in a while, if you want to look at the book, then yes, go for it. But this makes it very, very easy to jump into the books, into the stories. This is just amazing. I mean, there's so much, guys, so I'm just flipping through. But there is so much. I'm gonna take my time, grab a Coke, because I love Coca-Cola. I don't like Pepsi. I like Coca-Cola. I'm gonna grab a can of Coke and put some ice on it and start drinking and start reading again start reading this book and reread all these stories. They're amazing. Come back and see Todd McFarlane. I really miss this guy. I know he's too busy doing some other stuff, but I wish he will take some time and make some more comics. He will draw some more comics. Yeah, I think here's 326. This is where Todd McFarlane stops. So obviously they include a little bit more of Dave Michelinie. It's not just Todd McFarlane, which I kind of like figure at the end. And then here we have a little bit of Amazing Spider-Man from Erik Larsen. But this is very cool. This book, oh my god, I love this. I laugh my ass off on this book. This book is just amazing. This is one of my all-time favorite books, and also covers. I mean, this is amazing. The way that Spider-Man is hitting the Hulk. I mean, yeah, I know it's not the whole Hulk, but and Spider-Man had the cosmic powers here. But damn, this was pretty cool. I laughed my ass off when I read this. This is just so cool. So there you go, guys. This is the Omnibus from Dave Michelinie and Todd McFarlane. They should have probably just called, I mean, yeah, even though 90% of the book is Todd McFarlane, they should have called it just the Dave Michelinie book. Now that I see it, there's just so much, because it's just not Todd McFarlane. So, we're gonna call this. Cool. So, yeah, I mean, they should just call it the Dave Michelinie book. Yeah, look at these covers. Good old Todd McFarlane and the Marvel Tales. These are just reprints, but he did new covers. This is amazing. I remember having this one. This one, was it this one? I think it was this one. And oh no, it was this one and this too. When I saw this one's in on the newsstand, and I bought them, it's like, oh yeah, X-Men, Todd McFarlane. I was so turned off by the fact that it's just a cover that he did. But these are amazing. I mean, look at these covers. These are absolutely amazing. These are just amazing. So there you go, guys. This is just a little short, flipping through the pages. of this absolutely beauty of a book. Certainly it comes with a little bit of a price tag, but I don't know if this, I mean, I'm just looking at the price, and again, I pay like 40% off cover price. That's what I paid. 40% less of the price. I don't know if Amazon still has them at that price that I bought it, but amazing, just an amazing book. Absolutely beautiful book. So there you go, guys. The Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus by David Michelinie and Todd McFarlane. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you guys like the book. Until the next time, take care.